Hi guys, my name is Sylvia. In this video, I want to share with you how to apply to the fully funded scholarship for Qatar University for free. It is open to all international students who want to pursue their bachelor's, master's, and Ph.D. degrees in all fields. You can apply for this program from the comfort of your home. So you don't need to pay anyone to do this application for you. I'm going to walk you through step by step. I hope you find this very resourceful. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome to another exciting video. And if this is your first time coming across this channel, you are welcome. I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification to get notified whenever we upload new exciting contents like this.
So we're on the website of Qatar University and looking at, first of all, it says admission is open to graduate program for 2023 and it's from 8th January until 15th of February. So this is going to be closing 16th of February, sorry. So please do well to apply before this deadline. And let us start with the undergraduate program, because this is open for bachelor students, master students, and PhD students. So I click on the undergraduate program, and you can already see. Let's go through what is undergraduate academic programs. And in the academic programs, we have the major and the minor programs. And when I click on the major program, we have a lot of faculties, and which is arts and sciences, business and economics, engineering, health, medicine, pharmacy. I mean, whichever faculty you belong, I think it's here. All you have to do is just simply, for example, I select engineering, and you can already see architecture and urban planning, chemical engineering, civil engineering, depending on what your program is. So please, by all means, click on this link and it will direct you there. You can already see it says 4 years, and you can also have the function to download if you want to download the brochure of the faculty. And here is the legend, which means different things: concentration, required foundation program. So some of the courses require you to take a foundation program. So if this is amongst your legend, so you have to do well to check what the foundation program is all about. But importantly, I want to point out to you that it has EN, it has F and M, meaning it's available to males and available to females. So you have to carefully look through this legend to determine the courses, which is EN, which is studied in English language. So this is something I want to point out in this. So do well to go through and select your course. I would also want to point out something when we go back. Okay, it also has minor. So I mean, basically, minor doesn't have much. It's just arts and sciences, business and economics, engineering and health. So it's just maybe some minor faculties there, yeah, but you will also check it out. So when we go through the admission requirements, which is very important when we are trying to apply for a course, you have to know what the admission requirements is all about. So this is something that you have to take your time, go through it. So admission requirements, if you're a high school applicant, if you're going to be a transfer applicant, visiting applicant. So I select a high school applicant. I'm just starting afresh. So for a high school applicant, you have to please pay attention that you read through this very well to be able to get all the requirements. But if you scroll down a bit here, they already summarized for you the checklist of a high school applicant. So this is why I just scroll down to the final end. So it says here that you would be needing to fill out this admission form, which is online. I'm going to go through this admission form as the last step, but I'm going to walk you through these requirements now. And please remember that you have to pay an e-payment of 200 Qatar currency. So this is a non-refundable fee. So please ensure that you make this particular payment at the end of the application, because without this payment, your application cannot be processed. And you have to also upload a passport photograph as well as on the portal when you're making this application. And also do well to also upload your passport because you are an international student. But if you're a Qatar student, you don't need to upload any passport. Your ID card is enough. Then you need to get your high school transcripts. And please also note carefully here that it says that you should get a certified high school transcript along with copies. So please make sure to certify this copy when you are uploading them, and as well you have to send copies to the Qatar University before the deadline of the following timing. So this is very important because I think they need you to get this to them before deadline. And if you're a male, you're going to send it to the male activity building, which is on this, which you will see here. And if you're a female, you send also to admission and enrollment building, which is C12. So you have to send to different places. So please pay attention to that. I also think that it is worth to note also that you would need to also have a medical examination. So you need to actually have a health certificate. This is what I'm looking at, number 5, a health certificate, which is also important. Also, number 6 says official test score report. So if like I said before, when I was going through the courses, some courses require foundation program. So do well to check if your course is amongst it. And if not, then you don't have to do anything about it. And number 7 says all an international student planning to join Qatar University must follow these steps. So you must send your original high school transcript, which you have already certified, to Qatar University during the application period to this admission office. So this is the address where you're going to be sending your application to. So please do well to send this. And some of them also require English language as a proof of English proficiency. So if you have to provide English language proficiency, do well to also have that as part of your requirement. If the international student is planning to study at Qatar, when you want to obtain scholarship. So this simply means if you want to obtain scholarship with them, so you don't need to bother about the visa processing. But if you have to sponsor yourself, you have to then apply for your visa. But I think basically we are here because we want to get the scholarship. So once you're applying for scholarship, once you're given a scholarship, this your visa process will be taken care of. That's basically what this side is talking about. So to summarize, for a high school applicant, you need to get complete the online application, your official documents. You need to also get them your graduation statement. If you have your graduation statement, your English proficiency, and also I would encourage you to also have kind of prepare a CV so that it looks very official. Get a health certificate, to passport photograph, and please do not forget to make this application fee of 200 euros so that your application can be processed. So having said this, I think we'll have to go over to the graduate program. So this is what I mean by they require TOEFL. So you have to go through this, and let's look at the graduate program. So for a graduate program, looking at the academic program, They also have your different faculties, arts and sciences, business and economics, education, engineering. So, for example, I select economics. So you can already see different majors, business administration, accounting, yeah, finance, marketing. Look through the legend. You can see this is EN is in English, English, AR, this is Arabic, English. So basically, you can apply to this course. They are in English. And when I look at the program requirements, I mean, you could just come over here, click on each of them, and it directs you. You see what the program or what this each college of department require for your studies. So I don't want this video to be too long, so I would not go through this. And admission requirement for a graduate program. So they have different admission requirements for PhD applicants, for master's degree applicants. Since we are talking about the graduate program, let's look at the master's degree applicants. It says a bachelor degree or higher received or higher received with a cumulative GPA of at least 2.8. So you should have a bachelor degree or a higher received with a cumulative GPA of 2.8. So your final degree should be at least 2.8. Student must satisfy additional college program specific requirements. So depending on your program, you should look at what their specific requirements are. But generally, this simply includes what I've mentioned earlier, completing the online application form, the university transcripts, which you are going to certify, your English proficiency, preparing your CV, getting a recommendation letter, your health certificate, two passport size photograph, and also last but not the least, the application fee. You have to transfer the application fee. So this is what you will require for a master's degree applicant. And the same I think is for a PhD degree applicant. You have to, your CGPA should be at least 3.0. You have to have a standardized score in GMAT, GRE are required for all PhD programs offered in English. Applicants who have completed a master's with a GPA of 3.0 or higher must satisfy additional college requirements. So, in addition to having 3.0 with your master's program, you should already also satisfy or fulfill other requirements in the department or faculty while you are doing your PhD program. So, please do well to check this accordingly. And I think I don't want to take much time going through this program for the graduate program. I think it's specific to what you are applying for. So please do well by all means to check this out. And when I look at admission timeline, application timeline, I would like to point out one thing here. It says that 8th of January was when it's open to all, and 16th February is the last day of application. Please note this 16th of February is the last day. And the 1st of June, admission department announces admission decision for all applicants. 20th of August, classes begin. 20th of August 2023, classes begin. Start of application. 23rd of August, last day of the fair of admission. So you could already, from 23rd of August, start to submit a defer request. But on the 23rd of August, just basically 3 days, you have to defer your admission. And on the 24th of August 2023, last day of drop off period for all students if you want to be added or dropped off. So on this day is when they make the final decision about whom is dropping off or whom should be added to the program. So please do well to also have these dates marked in your calendar. This is going to be very helpful for you to make this process very smooth. So let's come over to the big elephant in the room, which is scholarship. Yes. So this is the scholarship side. This is the scholarship section. After you might have found the course you want to study, which is very important, and then there are scholarship offered by the university, and they have different types of scholarship. This is just an overview. They have competitive scholarships, non-competitive scholarship, other scholarships, scholarship timeline, and yeah, we look through this. So let's look at the types of scholarship that they have. Here it says cumulative scholarship. I mean, talent scholarship. Basically, they have different types, but as an international student, we are only concentrating on international student scholarships. So this is what you should be selecting when you are making your application in the portal, that you are an international student. So as an international student, I think automatically this will be kind of highlighted for you. So this is the only scholarship that you can apply. And looking at this one, this the scholarship is for international students, targeted category, international student of outstanding academic performance, and the benefits. Yes, this is the juicy part of it. Exemption from tuition fee, exemption from textbook fees, and also you get 500K on monthly salary. Wow. And also you get student housing, two students per room, including transportation to and through campus. Oh wow. Annual round trip airfare tickets, residence permits under sponsorship. This is interesting. So let's look at the requirement for this application. For you to be eligible to apply for this scholarship, first of all, you already met the first one. You have to be an international student. And yes, it says here, the applicant must have a high school certificate or its high school certificate or its equivalent. So you should have your high school certificate and you should have a minimum high school average of 95 degrees. Applicant must receive the final acceptance in the university, so you should be accepted to study your program. So you should also meet the admission requirements for the college that you apply to, depending on the faculty, maybe engineering, business, arts. So you should meet their requirements. The scholarship should be utilized starting from the semester in which the scholarship was awarded. So you should already start using the scholarship on the go, and the application applicant must have a good reputation. I mean, yeah, so this is the requirement, and yes, so when you meet this requirement, so it says here that applicant should not get benefit from this scholarship and another scholarship simultaneously. So you should only apply and get one scholarship at a time. So having met these conditions, you should also see the required documents that you need. And it says applicants for this scholarship are not required to submit any documents except the documents required for admission. So when you are filling the online application, after submitting all the supporting documents that is required for your application, you don't need any extra documents for this particular scholarship application. All you need to do is, after going through the online application portal, when you get to the tab scholarship, you have to make sure you select that you want international student scholarship. Then international student must submit the original high school. So what you have to do, you have to submit your original high school transcripts and the required documents during the application period to this following address. So after you have filled out this online application form, you should ensure that you send this form, complete it, fill it, and you print it and you send it to this admission department, Qatar University PO Box, as you see here. You send it to them so that they would receive this in their mailbox, in their post box. So please do well to ensure that you send this before the deadline of application so that you will be considered for this wonderful opportunity. So having gone through this, we basically have covered basically what we need to talk about in terms of scholarship. I mean, the rest are interesting competitive scholarship, talent scholarship. So if you feel you have a wonderful talent, by all means, please check out talent scholarship so that you see what, yeah, the benefits are also juicy. So please also do well to check it out if you have a very good talent. So you can also apply to talent scholarship. Non-competitive, this is for the Qatar nationals. Other types of scholarship, yes, this is Arabic scholarship and the rest. So this is basically what we have here. And yes, I think having gone through this, the main thing left is for us to see how to make this application. So now it says for you to do this application, first of all, you have to complete the online application form. And the next thing after completing, receive a letter of acknowledgement, application review, interview, submit official required document, we receive admission. So it's basically in 6 steps. So first it says application form. So this is where you're going to click to direct you to the site where you start making this application yourself online. So when I click on this, so you come, when you click on that, you come to this admission login. So here, this is where you have to, they say, please prepare an electronic copy of all required documents before the start of the online admission application. So when you click here, you will also get a checklist of all the required documents which you need. And yeah, it brings you back to this point which we already talked about. So if you're a high school applicant, go straight here by all means and read through it again. And yes, this is just basically what it is. And if you're a graduate student, you come here and click on graduate student, and then you can also go through it again. So I think we have already exhausted that. So here it says we have to, first of all, as a first timer, create an account. But if you already have an account, you then have to log in. But since I'm a first timer, I would definitely click here to create an account. So when I click this, it says you have to apply for admission, you must first create a login ID and PIN. And yes, by all means, please create this and you will continue. So when you have already created your login, you would get to this point where it says application type, Arabic for non-native speaker, but you select what you're applying for. So I'm definitely applying for, let me say, a master application. Yes, then I click on continue. And it brings you to this page of, when you click continue, it says apply for admission. So application. So now you put admission type is master application. Application type is master application. Admission term is fall 2023. Then you fill in your first name, your last name. After you've done that, you click on fill out application. So now it brings you to this point, application checklist. So this is where you have different tabs: name, basic information, home address, nationality, university, college, plan, graduate program, upload, admission declaration. So this is all the tabs, basically 9 tabs you have to go through. And please note that at any point you can already save and finish this later. So you can always come here and sign out and then sign in whenever you want to come back, but know that you must save so that what you have done in the past would be saved for you. So you take your time and fill this. So just to show you an example, you can click on this one, basic information, and it comes up. So note that anything marked with red is required, so please ensure that you click on them and always read through carefully just to select the right things, just the way I am doing. So by all means, write your email address and verify them. Make sure that you have the correct email address so that you can be contacted. So like I was saying, if you have finished this, you can say, if you want to continue later, you can say finish later, return to checklist without saving if you don't want to save it. So I would say finish later, and then it's telling me you have to complete these fields. So this is very good. It tells you what needs to be done, and it will tell you this is error. That error has occurred. So by all means, take your time, sit down, go through it one after the other. I wanted to point out something here. It says notes. Should you need to update any information after submitting your online application, please you have to contact the admission department directly. So maybe you finished and you found out something is wrong. Please do not hesitate to contact them. So I think I don't want this to be too long, and please, if you are getting value from this video, I'd like you to subscribe to the channel to encourage me to continue to provide this kind of content, like so that YouTube can share this to more wider audience so that they can see this video, and also comment if you have any questions. I would be happy to help you. So I think with this I'm going to just end this video here, and when you are done, click application is complete, you print your form and you send it to the admission office. So with this I'm going to say thank you very much for listening, and yes, I wish you good luck in your application. Thank you and bye.